Welcome everybody to the Crypto Thinkers Fibonacci YouTube channel. It's me, Mimi, and I'm Tinker, and I'm the business coach for the Royal Q team, Crypto Thinkers Ghana and beyond. Today is Thursday, and every Thursday we have meetings. If the internet is stable, we have meetings every Thursday on the Lecture Hall channel at 11:45 GMT, and then in the evening when we have trade opportunities at 6 p.m. we also take our live trade sections. Okay, so today the class will be very brief because we have already had detailed explanation on MACD. So today's lesson is how to pick a trade or how to set up your trade with an indicator on the Royal Q. So we have touched on the RSI indicator, we have touched on the Bollinger Band, we have also touched on the pivot point. So if you have not watched our in-depth presentations on these indicators on Royal Q, I would encourage you to join and watch our YouTube video. Subscribe, like, and comment. Tell us what topics you would want us to treat on the Royal Q app, and we would arrange time and do that. Okay, we are here to help the community. It's our own free will to help the community, the Royal Q community, so that every new person or old person that still want to learn the business, to refresh their mind, they will get the opportunity to still be learning. So we try as much as possible to record our meetings so that those who don't get time in the afternoon, they'll be able to watch the recorded version of our meetings. Okay, so as I said, the Royal Q has lots of indicators. We have tapped on them. We have also taught on how to use them. So today is more or less like a revision class, but it will be good for you to go watch the detailed video of each of the indicators we have described. Okay, so today the class is very simple, so we don't take too much time. The internet was not stable on the Telegram, so we had to do an alternative way so we can have the section recorded. Okay, so we talked about the MACD. Okay, so the MACD, we talked about it last year several times. So when you check on our YouTube channel, you see it. We talked about it. It has three components. And we said we have the MACD line, okay, and then we have the signal line, and then we have the histogram line. So these are basically the three things you're going to see displayed when you add the MACD to your Royal Q indicators. So you have to manually add it. Okay, you have to add it to your indicator. It's quite simple. When you watch our MACD video, you get detailed explanation on what these components are. So MACD simply means moving, it stands for moving average convergence divergence. So you want to get more details, just watch the video. Okay, those who don't like watching recorded presentation, please do well. If you're a new person, you remember 10 days, the first 10 days of your activation on Royal Q, we encourage you, crypto thinkers, this is what we do. It's very good whether you are an expert trader. Some people join the Royal Q, they're already crypto traders, forex traders. Fine, you know your way around, but this is Royal Q business. Just offload all the things that will distract you from absorbing the Royal Q system of trade. And then just 10 days out of 365 days to just go through our 14 or 15 videos that basic things that you need to know about the Royal Q. It will go a long way to help you. Okay, so the MACD, it is used to identify trends, okay, and the momentum of price. That's just simple. So I told you we have a detailed explanation of it. So do well to watch it. Okay, so today I'm just going to show you how to pick a coin and be able to batch set it so that anytime you want to make a trade, you already have set it down. So the MACD has a zero line, and then it's I'll show you very soon. I don't want this class to be long because I've had a 1 hour detailed class on the MACD, so we don't have to take too much time. Okay, so let me, okay, so we have the line. Here is the zero line. We have some bars that goes up and down. They are histogram. Okay, they are histogram. So you see the when the line, you see some line, one, two. So here is the zero line, and then we have the signal line and the MACD line itself. So it will have some kind of a cross. We have the crossovers. So these crossovers, we have two types of crossovers as discussed in the previous meeting. We have the golden cross, and then we have the death cross. So the death cross normally is found on the futures markets. We have talked about it, so I don't want to repeat the class. So the golden cross normally is more on the spot market, and then the futures market, because we trade on both long, and then we trade on short. We have both the death cross and um, the golden cross. Okay, so by the spot market we have only the golden cross. I will take you right there. We have only the golden cross, and the golden cross we have below zero line. When the golden cross happens below the cross happens around this place, you might want to enter the market. So you see less than, and then you see greater than zero. So sometimes the golden cross can happen right above. Sometimes you see the cross will happen somewhere here. Sometimes the cross will happen somewhere here. Yes, above the zero line. So you can set your MACD on the asset that you choose to trade with. You can just focus, you have $100 capital. You can just focus on three solid assets. And anytime the MACD, depending on which one you choose, greater than or less than, if you want it to be picking the trade when the market is when the price movement is below the zero line, or when the price momentum is above the zero line. So if you have 4 assets, you can choose to make 2 of the assets on the 15-minute time frame, which is the Royal Q default. Okay, Royal Q default for the MACD is 15 minutes. We can't set it on 1 hour, 4 hours. We can only do that when we come to the Royal Q indicator. Maybe you want to do some analysis, in-depth analysis. That's if you are good in analyzing charts. Okay, but if you want the Royal Q itself to go to the market with the input you've given to it on the MACD greater than 0 or less than 0 indicator, the market would wait till this condition is met. So if it's not met, your trade will not trigger. Okay, your trade will not be executed live for it to be running. So the Royal Q app will wait for this indicator, which is the MACD. The golden cross will happen above the zero line or below the zero line before it will pick. So 2 of your assets that you're going to batch set them. These are the 4 assets you're going to trade the whole year. You don't want to you know worry your head going from one asset to the other. You just pick the best strong utility assets, good assets. I've taught you how to read on assets to see if they have good strong utility and properties. Okay, so it's very good to also get knowledge about that, so that when the asset is trading, you are confident, you are not afraid that the asset is going to be delisted or not. Okay, yes, so let's move on. Yeah, so we're going to use our $36 because most people come in with $36 capital, $40 capital. Some of them, they just want to test the system out, and some come with $100 just to test it out for about a year. So let's say you have um how much is that? Let's see. If you want to know how many coins you can trade with your you're using the $36, so let's say $150 is your capital. You want to divide it by the 36. Oh dear, let's use 36. Okay, so it shows here, you can see it shows here you can trade 4 assets with your $150 using the 36 Tinker Bedell strategy setting. It's on our YouTube channel, so set it up at your back office. It makes the work very easy when you want to batch set your 4 assets. Okay, it's very important. So let's just use this example, and then I'll show you how to set your best 4 assets on your $150 capital, and then you let it run. Anytime the condition is met, RoyalQ will execute the trade for you and then sell it off. Okay, once it sells off and the condition is met, it will trade for you again. If you want to put it on cycle for some time, that's if you bought it at a much more downside of the market, that's below the zero line, you can cycle for some time before it goes there. But if it's above the zero line, you can do a one shot. If you choose the one above the zero line, you can do one shot with it. But if you choose the one below the zero line, meaning that the market the trend was down, the signal lines was down before it picked the market, so it might do some few buy and sells for some time before you can switch it on to one shot, and when the condition is met, it will pick the assets for you. I hope you are good. So our $150, we are using our $36 capital, and it says we can trade what 4 assets. Very easy. Likewise, this person wants to trade. He has $500, so $500, you just divide it by the $36 because I don't want the person to expose too much capital onto one asset. Somebody will use the whole $500 on one coin. You can do that, but you do it if you know the market trend, you know how to read the market, you know how to analyze the market, and you have a sniper shot, you know how to enter the market. With that, your $500, you're an expert trader, fine, you can do that. But I recommend for those that are up and coming newbies, they are so new to the market. It's very frustrating when you're a new person and you don't know how to go about your trade. It's very frustrating. You don't know where to go, you don't know what to pick. So we are trying our best to simplify it on how to pick a coin, set it up according to your capital. So if your capital is $500, divided by the strategy settings capital total. So we have the $36 capital, we have the $50 capital, $70 capital, $100 capital, 120, 180, 360, 500. We have all the way to we have the $5,200 capital, which has 120 margin calls. Hey, you can use that strategy if your money is big. You get me? So this if you have $1,000, you just come. You just don't want to expose too much capital on one asset. So you have $1,000, you want to use a $36 capital, meaning you can set 27 trades, or you can even set 28 trades, because you can run the 7 to the nearest decimal points, which is 1. You add it to it, that would be 28. You get me? So that's for the $1,000 who wants to trade $36 on an asset. Just don't want to expose too much capital, and you still get the same, you get good results. Okay. So let's just set it up. So I'm just going to show you how to set it up so that it will run for you. So this is your capital, you divide it by 36. So you are going to trade 3 assets. Okay, so you put the 3 assets on batch using that, but I said let's use the 150, so we get 4 assets. So this is $150 capital, you divide it by the $36 Tinkerbell strategy settings. There are some iPhones, they allow $6 as first buy. So this strategy works best if the exchange allows $6 to be imputed, or if your phone type, because we have some iPhones, they don't allow $6 as first buy in amount. Some iPhones do allow it. So if you are fortunate and your iPhone does that, that's good. If your Android also accept the $6, perfect, you are good to go. Okay, so we're going to batch set 4 assets, $150 capital. We are using the $36 capital. So you set this $36 capital settings down at your back office before you come and set your top 4 assets. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. So let's do it. So this is you have come to your Royal Q app, you've opened it nicely, you're on the home page. You want to batch set it. We already have the $36 strategy set up. Okay, so you just come to the where you have the strategy. You see where I'm using the Royal Q floating window. Okay, so follow as I do. So I'm going to batch set it, and then anytime it meets the condition of the MACD, either below the 0 line or above the 0 line of these assets I'm going to put in, it would do that. So you tap on it, then we come to where you have the settings icon in the middle. Here we have the search icon, the filter icon, and then we have the settings icon. This is where you do the batch setting. There is no other place on the Royal Q app you can do that. This is the only place to do that. Okay, so let's tap on it. We've talked about batch setting in most of our videos, so you should be able to do it. Okay, so let's pick trades. If you are trading on the USDC market, you can do the same. Okay, so those that their countries do not allow USDT, you have the opportunity, you just found your account in USDC. Okay, and then you trade on the USDC market on the Royal Q. So let's pick the assets have been arranged in alphabetical order. So if you have your asset, let me see, the floating window has AGL, RSC. So let's add, so we're just going to pick 4 of the assets. Our capital is $150. So let's go for the AG. Oh, hold on. Oh, there. So you just tap here, you see. You tap on the 4 coins. So we are selecting the AG. Yes, we want to go for the R. Okay, let's do the ARK. I'm just doing an example. Okay, just hold on. So we've picked the AGLG. Oh, where did I go? Which coin was I looking for? I don't want to pick a coin that I'm not. Okay, so it's in alphabetical order. Okay, let's pick Litecoin. Okay, so Litecoin should be somewhere here. Good. And we have two more to go. Okay. So let's just do the Litecoin and the AG. We are going to put it on the MACD indicator window. Okay. So right after you are done, after you've added the two coins, you are going to use it for the signal line when it crosses, when the MACD line crosses below the zero line. So we're going to use the less than zero, okay, for the two assets. Then you come and pick the next two assets should go on the condition when the golden cross happens above the zero line. Are you getting me? So we are doing the so you tap on batch set. When you tap on batch set, then you come here to tap on trade setting like this. So continue to use previously set. No, you just tap on cancel. Then you come to manually create. Then you come to choose a strategy setting. Good. So remember we are using the 36 Tinkerbell strategy settings. Okay. Then you have to change this place, the whole warehouse, the strategy mode, change it to sub-beam mode real-time settlement. Okay. Nice. And then you come to advanced setting. Then you come to, you said first buy triggering condition. First buy triggering condition. You just tap trigger price. Okay, where they've written the trigger price. You tap on it. So we have various indicators, and these indicators, when you choose them, it says the first buy trigger price. This only affects the first buy order, the first buy in order. So when the royal queue pick wait for the MACD condition to be met, this applies to the first entry. For the rest of the margin calls it to go accordingly as normal, the normal settings. Okay. So we are going to pick our MACD. We've made a detailed video of all these numbers here, so you might want to watch it. Okay, it's on our YouTube channel. Watch it. If you understand it, you type. So you just pick the MACD. Then you see that we have the golden cross. That is default. So because we are trading on the spot market, we have the golden cross. If you go to the futures market, you will see the death cross, because on the spot market we buy low and sell high. So they can't put a death cross here. Normally the death cross is for when we want to short the market. So we always will impute that on the futures, that if the market the MACD does a death cross, then it will trigger the sell for us. Okay, so the MACD, the trigger is on the golden cross. Golden cross. So the golden cross can happen below the zero line, and it can also happen above the zero line. So you choose two of your assets having the MACD below the zero line. And remember I said if it's below the zero line, you can choose to cycle for some time, and then you switch it to one shot, and then it will sell off. Okay, and then if you want to trade on one shot, you pick when the MACD is above. It will pick when the MACD 0 is above the zero line. Okay, when the signal line is above the zero line. So here, so you just tap on it and you see that there are two options: greater than 0 and then less than 0. So less than 0 is the one that is above, and greater than 0 is the one that is below. So anytime the golden cross happens above the zero line, royal queue is going to trigger the assets for you that you have batch set. Okay, and then if you choose the less than 0, meaning when the MACD line, the golden cross happens below the 0 line, then it's going to trigger for you. Okay, so if you are using the one shot, you want to trade the one shot, you can use both ways, either the below or above. Okay, but if you want to cycle, then it's best you go in for below. You know, if you want to like do cycle, then you go for the 0 line below. You want to cycle the golden line crossing below 0. You can see less than 0 on cycle. So you can cycle for some time, and then you switch to one shot, and then it will sell off. So when it's on cycle, it cycles and it sells off. It will wait when the 0 line is the MACD is below the 0 line, the golden cross happens below the 0 line, it would re-enter, and then it would do the trade again for you. So when the condition is not met, it will not trigger. When the condition is not met, it will not trigger the sell. Okay, so if you want to set, you've gotten more capital, you want to batch set more, you can batch set it. Maybe you have $1,000, you can batch set maybe 10 or 20. Some phones, when you try to batch set plenty, it will be lagging, it will be jerking, and sometimes it will take a long time before the settings will even load on. You get me? Good. So I hope you have understood the golden cross. You have also understood the conditions at which you can change to the golden cross below the 0 line, golden cross above the 0 line. Okay, yes. So let's say we are doing we want to do below the 0 line. We want to cycle for some time before we switch it to one shot. We can do that. Okay, then the time frame, you cannot change the time frame. Okay, you can't change the time frame. It is set at 15 minutes, even though we scalp using the 30 minutes. Here it is set at 15 minutes. You can't change the time frame. So the person who was saying that he's trying to change the time frame from the MACD, please, Royal Q has made it default, so we don't temper too much with the time frame here. So every 15 minutes, the 15-minute time frame is used to do that. Okay, so that one you can't change it. The only thing you can change here is the strategy period. You can change the line trigger, that is the golden line crossing below the MACD, happening below the MACD. When the golden cross happens below the 0 line or above the 0 line. Okay, so I hope you've gotten it. So let's change this place. Very important. The first buy is $6 because your capital is little, so you want to build the capital, right? So you just cross check everything. Okay, so we are choosing below the greater than 0, less than 0, sorry, less than 0. So you just look at it. You can also choose one shot, and then you can choose greater than 0. Okay, cycle less than 0. Are we good? One shot greater than 0. Okay, because when the golden cross is happening above the 0 line, there's probability that there will be some few uptrend for some time before it will reverse, and we don't want to stay in the market so much when the golden cross is above the 0 line. Okay, yes. So that you can be out of the coin till the condition is met again before it would enter the market. You get me? Yes. So if you cycle, we use the, yeah, so you can cycle for a while if the golden cross happens below the zero line, because it's vying at the bottom, okay, and then going to climb up. Yeah, so it can do some few cycles before it comes above the zero line. Then you can switch it to one shot. Okay, nice. Then when you finish, you just click on save, and it says sure. Right, so after it's done, so that's how to set it up. You batch set it, and then you go and pick. So we took LTC. Ah, this coin is gone. All right, okay, yes, manually create, sorry, mm, trade setting, manually create. So you see the settings is already here, and then you see it over here. So first buy tracking price. So everything we've done, we've already set it. It makes it so easy. Okay, so you don't have to worry yourself going all the way. It has already been set on your favorite coin. Your favorite coin. So as you can see, we've batch set it. I just want you to see. So right after that, you just click on save. I just wanted you to see, but you can just pick the coin and then click on the activate, and it will activate. Okay, okay. So you just come here and click on activate. Everything is set. Then you click on create. So when you click on create, it says was waiting for mark D trigger to make first buy. Simple. This is how to set up your trade using the royal queue feature called the batch set, and you can set as many coins as you want on your batch set, so that all the setting will be loaded on automatically. We want to make things very simple, no headaches. Bull market, when it comes like that, you want to trade assets, you should set everything. Royal queue is very smart. That's why they made batch sets, so that everything will be back, 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 back. You get me? So as you can see, everything is well set. So you just pick, if it's 20 coins, ask for the coins, we'll give it to you on the page. 20 coins, you want 20 coins, you don't want to go looking, you're a newbie, you don't know the crypto coins that are good or bad, that are strong, have strong utilities. Okay, you can ask, we'll give them to you. Or you watch our tab trader, how to add the top 20 assets. We have over 100 assets that we have selected. So if your capital is $1,000, you can trade 28 coins using the $36 capital. Batch set them, and then come and activate them anytime you see that it has not paid, because the condition has not met yet. So if you have 28 coins, just divide it into two. Okay, you let the condition be on below the MACD, the zero line, golden cross happening below the zero line for half of the coins, golden cross happening above the zero line for the other badge half of the coin. So if it's 10 coins, 5 should be set on the below the zero line, the other 5 should be set on above the zero line, because sometimes it can take a long time before the condition might be met. So whichever way that you choose, at least by 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, you should be having some running trades that are giving you profits. You get me? So this is how to pick coin, set it, batch set them down using the MACD. In fact, I would say the MACD is one of the simple indicators you can use on your royal queue as a beginner. Very simple. Just follow what I did. Batch set your top 5 coins or your 20 or 50. Some people are trading with 100 coins. Yes, using the $36. They don't want to expose too much some people are trading 80 coins. They don't want to expose too much on one coin. They don't want to expose all their $1,000 on one asset, because all assets are different. So once you go and put all your trading capital on one coin because you want to make big money instantly, it is possible if you know what you are doing. But if you don't know what you are doing and you want to make fast profit, don't do that. Okay, it's mismanagement of capital. So please manage your capital well, spread it across assets, good assets, strong utility assets, assets that have withstand both the bull and the bear market, assets that have their blockchain being used frequently, the community, they have active community, they are on the system, they are always working to make it much more better each and every time. Okay, we have assets that are payment system, infrastructure, DeFi, a lot of crypto assets. So you just go to the coin market cap, type in the name of the coin, and you can read everything about the coin. Everything is there. Coinmarketcap.com is a good place to track all crypto coins, their utility case, and what they are used for, and which industries, enterprises, and companies are using their blockchain. Okay, so as I'm sitting with you, you see it's still here waiting for MACD trigger to buy first buy. You see, it's waiting to enter this first buy. So if you have enough capital, you have $150, set 4 coins on the $36 capital using this batch setting method I've showed you. Load the MACD indicator onto it, and voila, you make trading simple. Once the condition is met, it's going to what? Enter the trade for you. Okay, it's very simple, very, very simple. So you will see it like this. So as you can see, it's waiting. Once the condition is met, the golden cross condition is met, the trade will trigger. So basically, this is how to set your trade. This is how to pick an asset. If you don't want to batch set it, you can also go ahead and then pick a coin on or load on the MACD below or below the zero line or above the zero line. Load it on the 15-minute time frame, which is default. Once the coin meets when the condition is met, Royal Q will execute the trade for you. And when it sells off, you make your profit. If you want to trade, you trade again. Okay, it's not difficult, it's very simple, and I believe everybody can be able to do it. If you've not watched what the MACD indicator is, you just add it. Okay, let's say we want to add AGLD, so you just tap on the coin. This floating window, I've taught it how to add a floating window. You can add the coins that you want to trade. You can just add them to your Royal Q markets list, and it will you would activate the floating window. Okay, and the floating window will pop up. You can easily look at your trade wherever you are. So this is AGLD Adventure Gold. You can read about it on your Binance. So when you come here, you will not see these indicators here. Sometimes you might see this, maybe this. So just come and then tap on the Bollinger Band. You see something like this when you join. So once you set it on one asset, it will reflect on all the assets. Isn't that nice? So this is Bollinger Band. Just add it. Then the only indicator you want to add the MACD. Nicely. Have you seen? So this coin is very good. You can trade it. Okay, you can add it to your list of assets. We have over 100 list of crypto assets. If you want them, just ask per your capital. So just divide it. You want to use the $36, you divide it by your total capital, and then you know how many coins you can batch set to trade with at a go. Okay, it's not difficult. So you add the Bollinger Band, you remove the the volume, just tap on a VO and it will move away. Then you just tap on MACD, MAC. You just want to concentrate on only these two indicators, the MACD and the Bollinger Band. Okay, so right now you see the Bollinger Band market has already reached the zone on the 15-minute time frame. Even on the technical indicator is on the strong sell. Yeah, so you can still enter. You know, we have margin calls on the $36. We don't have only one margin call. Sometimes they used to trade with one margin calls, but now they've seen the importance of having opening more layers so that the markets can buy extra more before selling off totally. Okay, yeah, so Royal Q, the magic is margin calls, Sabine mood real time settlements, Sabine mood real time. Yes, so margin calls is what makes Royal Q Royal Q. You get me? How it buys when the market is going further down. It gives you more opportunity to buy assets at more cheaper price and get more quantity also. So basically, this is how we set trade on batch set, making it easy for you to enjoy trading when you are busy. Once the condition is met, Q will trade for you. It sells off, it waits for the next condition, it buys, it sells. Isn't that simple? Yes, it's very simple. Okay, so just calculate it and then you know the number of coins. So if your coins are 50, you are struggling to know which coins to pick, just ask on the page and we would help you. Okay, so remember, if you are trading the coin, you have $200, you want to use the $36 capital, divide the $200 capital by your 36. That means you're going to trade almost 5 to 6 coins. If you have you want to trade, you have $1,000, you want to trade with our $50 capital, divide it by $50. Okay, that means you're going to trade 20 coins using the $50 tinker strategy. Okay, yes. And then if you want to trade with a $100 capital, you batch set 10 coins. Okay, on the MACD. All right, so 10 coins, 5 should be on above the zero line, the other 5 should be below the zero line, and do the settings as up. All right, so that's it for today. I hope you have understood it. If you don't understand, just drop in the comment section where you do not understand, and we can have a section with you live if we have others too who don't understand or want their trade to be set live for them. Just type in the comment section where you do not understand, and also type which videos you would want us to do pertaining to our Royal Q, and we'll be glad to assist you through. Thank you so much. I'm Mimi and I'm Tinker, the head coach for Royal Q team, Crypto Tinkers, Ghana and beyond. We have teams in Africa, Asia, United States, all over the world. So you are welcome to Royal Q. You have joined the best business. Royal Q has been in existence since 2021 on the Google Play Store and Apple Store. And today we are in 2025. So if you are now hearing about Royal Q, you are welcome. And I believe you have gone through a lot of online businesses. But Royal Q, I tell you that Royal Q is a business where your capital and your profit does not stay on the Royal Q app. That is one of the safest way to approach online businesses, because your capital and profit is on Binance. You can research about Binance. The exchange is the number one crypto exchange in the whole wide world. So if you are trading on Binance, it's powerful. We have other crypto exchanges connected to the Royal Q app. You can have register on them. You can link one Royal Q app to all the 8 or 9 exchanges on your Royal Q app. You don't need to buy rent 10 Royal Qs to bind on the 10 exchange. Just one Royal Q, you can connect it to all the 9 exchanges as long as you have money in all those exchanges. Okay, and it's always good to split your money into 2 to 3 different exchanges, very solid exchanges. And it's good not to put all your eggs in one basket. That's what I always tell my team. So if you happen to stumble on this video, you are from other teams, I believe you have learned something and you're also going to share. And let's make the world a better place. Let's heal the world. um, let's heal the world and make the world a better place so we enjoy the good of the land. Thank you so much. Love you all and see you in our next tutorial video. Bye everyone.